he certainly could read the tea leaves and could see that Governor Jim Justice of West Virginia, who is running for his seat as a Republican, was up by a number of points in a lot of polls, very popular guy. Manchin also comes from a dynastic West Virginia political family, but still has a D by his name, and that's become a problem in that state. And so he certainly has plenty of options. We are, in fact, looking to No Labels to see what they have to say about it right now, but just happened.
Well, absolutely. And I'm sure No Labels doesn't exactly know still what it really wants to do. But unleashing Manchin is fascinating when we try to understand what their plans are. What will Democrats' plans be for the U.S. Senate?
That it is a major blow to Democrats' efforts to hold the Senate in 2024. They barely have the Senate now. There are a lot of races that could go either way in 2024. There's a lot of competitive races. I think they may have already been doing the calculus that Manchin may have been going down. But Ruben Gallego is ahead in Arizona.
Yeah.
We are still a year out, though.
That's right.
A lot can change. But this certainly makes the job harder for the Democratic Senate.
You're, of course, referring to the cinema seat.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
I mean, these were the two problem children for Joe Biden. And they're both leaving. Did he see this coming in the long view?
I do not think the Biden campaign saw this coming.
One becomes an independent, the other one bails to do something else altogether, and Chuck Schumer's left up there scratching his head now.
Absolutely. And, this comes on the heels of Tuesday's great night for Democrats, where they held the Virginia legislature, in fact, gained in the Virginia legislature. Yeah. Ohio enshrined abortion rights in a Trump plus, 10 state. And but now they're losing. Even if he was a thorn in the side of the Biden administration, that D kept them in the majority.
It's pretty remarkable considering that role he played with the administration when it came to the most important pieces of legislation. Build Back Better never became law, largely because of Joe Manchin, we can say. It did become the IRA. There were a lot of other things that the president wanted to do. Joe Manchin wouldn't let happen.
Joe Manchin was the centrist's centrist.
That's right.
He was a Democrat in a Trump state. But he came up, his father was, I'm going to make a mistake. His father was either governor or speaker of the West Virginia State House. I don't remember. And, but that was when it was coal country Democrats. Then it became coal country Republicans, and Manchin survived that. But in West Virginia, you cannot be a total clean energy Democrat and survive. So he always tried to thread that needle for the people of his state. Now, if he does go for an independent or third-party run, that's going to make it very, very difficult, because the people who feel that Biden may have gone too far to the left or is too old or all the other things are looking at this guy who actually is in his 70s, I think. But younger than Biden, and a true old-style conservative Democrat.
To think, though, that he could be the thorn in the side of this president on all of these legislative issues and then end up being his undoing. If he runs as a third party,
where's Shakespeare to write the play?
Absolutely. We should note, though, the conventional wisdom is that would be the difference between a Joe Biden or a Donald Trump victory.
Yes, because all those independent voters who aren't crazy about Biden, who aren't crazy about Trump, here's an alternative.
Right.
And it's an alternative that's not Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
That's right, sure. And they're looking at swing states that would, in fact, choose the next president, most likely.
And here we are in this unprecedented year, and something like this would be unprecedented if